guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today's video is January favorites. I've got some makeup for you and some skincare, some drugstore stuff and some high-end stuff. So if you would like to see what I've been loving for the month of January, then just keep watching. So a couple of these products I hauled in my last drugstore haul. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it right here and also down below so you can watch that. But I've been working my way through the products, and some of them I loved right off the bat. So a couple of them are really standout products. And the first is this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I've been using this over the Anastasia Brow Wiz that I have. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but it is awesome. It has a spoolie on one end, and then it has the pencil on the other end, like exactly like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. The quality of the pencil is the same. If anything, it's creamier. So easy to work with, blends well, great staying power, and half the price. Absolutely go get one of these. It's so good. The next thing is this Maybelline Master Prime, the long-lasting eyeshadow base. This is a great primer. It has a little bit of color to it, which I like, so it can kind of neutralize your eyelids, but it's just kind of like a peachy beigey color. I don't even know if you can see that, but it does a really good job of giving you like an even canvas on your eyelid. And every time I've used this eyeshadow primer, my eyeshadow looks great, lasts all day, doesn't crease or anything like that, and it really is a really great product and a great addition to what you can buy at the drugstore. And the next one I was actually kind of surprised that I liked, and it's the Argan Wear BB Concealer from Physicians Formula, and this is in the color light medium. This was on one of the special displays, and this was the only color that was on the display, so I don't know if there's like a pale light or medium dark or what, because this was the only color. But I have it on today, and for me, for my skin tone, what I am right now, it's the perfect shade for underneath my eyes, because I like a bright under eye, but not super duper bright. I don't want it to be like 5 shades lighter underneath my eyes, but it blends out really well, and it doesn't crease, and it's kind of like a light to medium coverage. So I put one layer on, and then where I wanted more coverage right here on my dark circles, I just put a little bit extra there and patted it in with my finger, and it gave extra coverage, so it is buildable and isn't drying. It doesn't end up like looking all like dry and cakey and everything underneath there. The only thing I don't like is it's supposed to have this, it says it's a sponge tip applicator, but it's actually, when you put it on your face, it feels hard. It doesn't feel like it's a sponge. Like the Maybelline Age Rewind feels like it's a sponge. You know, when you put it on your face, there's actually like some give to it, and it's obviously a sponge, and you can just go rub it on your face. This is more dense than that. It's a very dense sponge, so it's not really where you can rub it on your face, because it ends up, at least for me, it ended up pulling my skin. Today I used this MAC 287 brush. It's just like a little duo fiber concealer brush, but any concealer brush you have, you know, you can just put it on the back of your hand and put it on that way. And then also from the drugstore, I have been really liking this Rimmel The Only One lipstick, and this is in the color Oh So Wicked. This is in the drugstore haul video, and then I wore it in another video, and I got quite a few comments on it about what is that lipstick. So that's it right there. It's really pretty. It's got good staying power. It's moisturizing. It has a shiny finish to it. So I like the finish of this so much that I went and got another one, and this is Naughty Nude. Looks like that. It's just like a pinky nude. But they have a lot of different colors, but the formula of these is really nice, and they're Rimmel, so they're really affordable. So I would definitely give these a try there. Oh, and then lastly is this Real Technique sponge. I used this sponge when it first came out, and then I stopped using it and I started using the Beauty Blender, but lately I have been reaching for this sponge over the Beauty Blender because of this flat side right here. This flat side makes it so much faster to put on your foundation. Sometimes, you know, when you're in a hurry, it just gets really annoying with that Beauty Blender. You're like pouncing all over your face forever. With this big, huge, flat surface, you can put on your foundation so much faster with this sponge, and it works just as well as the Beauty Blender, and I think it's $5.99, and the Beauty Blender is like $19.99. And then, back to lips, I finally got these Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, and I got the color Lolita 2, which is what I have on today, and I got the color Lolita. Lolita, if you haven't seen it, this one's been around for a while. So Lolita looks like that, and Lolita 2, well, I have it on today, so it looks like this. but so you can see them side by side. That's Lolita and that's Lolita 2. This is the first liquid lipstick that I have tried that I actually really like, and I don't feel like I have to get it off my lips as soon as humanly possible. I can't stand things that like sit heavy on my lips or that are drying or that really accentuate the lines on your lips. So if you don't like liquid lipsticks because you don't like the way that they feel, I would definitely give these Kat Von D ones a try. So on to skincare. I have been really loving this Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. I love that it's in a pump, and you put it on and it just has this really nice warming feeling, so you kind of feel like it's melting the impurities that are in your pores and bringing them out. I feel like my complexion has been looking a lot better lately, and I think this has something to do with it. I just feel like it's really doing a good job of cleaning my skin, and I use it with their charcoal sponge. So it's on this little rope. And I think this was $9, and it said to replace it after 3 months. Like the absolute perfect size to fit your hand. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's got the perfect amount of exfoliating action to it. So I feel like I could use it every day, and I'm just getting that kind of daily exfoliating effect. This is not abrasive, but it just gives you that extra little oomph that you feel like you're really cleaning your skin. These two combined with dirt melting, sucking out action of this cleanser, combined with the exfoliating action of this sponge. I just love this duo. So I have a couple of things here for the under eyes. The first one is this Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. This one's supposed to be for using it underneath your eyes before you put on your makeup. That it's supposed to be really good for concealer application to go on top of this eye cream. And it is. It's super hydrating, and the concealer goes on great over it. It doesn't like melt off or anything like that. It's not too heavy. It's like the perfect consistency, and it just like plumps up all the little fine lines underneath your eyes. Since I got this, I really feel like my concealer has been looking a lot better. So if you haven't liked the way that your concealer has been looking lately, I would definitely give this Bobbi Brown Hydrating Under Eye Cream a try. My last product is not for the faint of heart or strict of budget. But if you are desperate because your under eye area just looks horrible and you can't, nothing that you're trying is working, and that's basically where I was at. Like as soon as the weather changed, it just like went all downhill. I bought this Mer Eye Concentrate. When I went to the counter, I told the lady that I was mostly concerned with the dryness underneath my eyes, because they have 2 eye creams, I believe, and she told me to get this one in the darker container because it is the most hydrating. And it is. It took about probably like a week and a half for me to really notice like a big turnaround, but then after that it was a huge difference between when I wasn't using this eye cream and when I was, and I absolutely love it. I think it was $200, which is incredibly expensive. If you are not desperate about your under eye area, I would not spend this money. But if you are desperate about your under eye area and you're trying everything and it just still looks horrible, you can somehow swing this. I would buy this eye cream and put it on at night, and I would buy this Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream and put it on underneath your concealer, and you will be so much happier. So that's it. That's all my January favorites. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All the information for all the products that I talked about will be in the description box, along with the link to my drugstore makeup haul video and all the links to my social media. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my Facebook will be down there. And I want to tell you guys, I'm going to do a giveaway pretty soon, and I think I'm going to do it on one of those social media sites. So follow me on whatever ones that you have. You know, if you don't have to get a special one just to follow me, but if you have one, follow me on one of those, because people search through YouTube for giveaways, and then they just subscribe to your channel to enter the giveaway, and then when they don't win the giveaway, they unsubscribe. And that's really like disheartening when I go out and like spend money on something and I want to give it to a real subscriber and people that like comment on my videos and are so supportive and sweet, and I want one of those people to win, not one of the people that will unsubscribe as soon as they either get the prize or don't win. But anyway, long story short, follow me on one of those if you can, because I'm going to do a giveaway pretty soon, and I think I'm going to do it through that instead of doing it through YouTube. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. And then when you get to the edges, you can gently do a little shimmy maneuver to try and soften up the edges just a little bit.